I'm Sneha, a watercolor artist, and I'm starting a new series on my YouTube channel of creating color mixing chart or color mixing card. So, what are those? Something like this. So, what happens is when we are painting and when we want that particular color, we mix the probable colors and test it on the scrap of a paper like this, and then we forget how did we create that color. And when we want that same color again, we start mixing again those probable colors. And what happens in this is at least it happens with me, that I lose the momentum of painting. So I thought, why not create a guide for me, which will be useful for the further references. And this guide or this card, I'll be sharing with you all as well. This will be available as a freebie on my website and on my Patreon channel. So free on both the platforms. So how I created this swatch card, the red, cadmium red deep U was the common denominator, and I mixed it with various blues and violets. I created three columns. The first column in which there is less of blue, say 30%. Then the middle column is where both the colors, that is red and blue, are 50-50%. And the third column in which there is more of a blue, like 70%. So why I created this color mixing chart with red with blue? Because when I'm painting something with red and I want to deepen the red color, green is the probable answer. But what happens with greens is sometimes it creates that muddy color, which is also good color, but might not be applicable for that painting. So the next answer is blue, but which blue to use? This card came handy when I painted this red munia in watercolors. When I wanted to deepen the color, the red color near her eyes and at the feathers, this chart helped me a lot. By the way, this munia is available as a complete tutorial on my Patreon channel. You can go and check there. And let's start creating this. As I mentioned before, cadmium red deep U is the color which will be mixed with these different blues and violet. First, I will make a small swatch of red and then write its name as here. First blue is ultramarine blue. I create a small swatch here. I have taken some red color on the dish and mix ultramarine with it. This mixture has less blue and more red. Also, it is somewhat watery but gives an idea about the mixed color. Now I removed that mixture from the dish using a tissue paper because I wanted to create a fresh color by mixing both red and ultramarine equally, which gives us a nice reddish blue. And since it was more bending towards red, I mixed more red to see what color it creates. Well, it created a more deeper red, which I can use maybe to paint the folds of some flower like hibiscus or poppy. Next is indigo, which I first mix in small quantity with red, and it gives me a similar color which I had mixed ultramarine and red equally. Next, I add more indigo to it, which gives me this nice deep red, which maybe I can use to paint a fig in the future. And then instead of mixing more red to this, I mix more of indigo, about 70%, which gives me a darker tone, almost going towards the reddish black. Quickly writing down the proportions and moving forward. Next in line is cobalt blue, and mixing it with red. Less cobalt blue and more red gave me a violet color. Now mixed it equally, and you can notice that up till now, whenever red and these blues are mixed equally, they give this similar color range. And when I mixed more blue than red, it gave me this violet pretty useful for painting a water lily maybe. Next is cerulean blue, a cool blue color. Let's see what happens when it is mixed with cadmium deep red. First it gives me this neutral tone violet. Then when mixed equally, it gives a similar result as above. And then I mixed more red to it. It gave a nice burgundy or a warm cherry red color. With more of cerulean blue bending towards the darker violet, which right now looks almost black. I think this color range will be suitable for painting an eggplant. Next is another cool blue, Prussian blue, starting with less than 30% of blue to create a first color mixture swatch. More red. Then each of them 50%, which gave a brownish red. And then as I keep adding more blue to this mixture, it creates a color close to black. I think it can be used to paint maybe a beak of birds. Intense blue. First swatch looks close to moon blue, and when mixed equally with red, it gives a black color, but it still has a hint of red in it. So since it almost touched the end of the color range, I decided to add more red instead of blue into this to see what happens. Oh, this is such a beautiful color, a good option for saturating red. Next is violet. So usually if we have to create a violet, red and blue are mixed. But we just saw a wide range of different violets which were created. Now let's see when I use same color mixing proportion with violet. Till here there is more of red than violet, and now I mix them equally. And more violet. So these were the results, and the first color mixing chart is done. See you all in the next video.